Welcome back, friends, with another movie reaction. We're getting closer to the release of Wonka, so after checking out Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, I wanted to see how Charlie and the Chocolate Factory played out. Curious how Johnny Depp's version is different from Gene Wilder's, if all the songs are going to be more the same or just remixes. But the thing I'm actually most curious about is how bad is Grandpa Joe in this film, because he was a real piece of work in the original. Anyway, full reactions are on Patreon. Leave a like and let's get started. Ah, the golden tickets are hand-planted. I like seeing that, actually.
They barely had enough to eat. Charlie Butler
Cabbage
was
soup.
the luckiest boy in the entire world.
His whole house is crooked.
Evening, Buckets.
Evening.
Hi, Dad.
He has a dad.
Nothing goes better with cabbage than cabbage.
Oh boy.
Found something I think you'll like.
What are those?
Toothpaste factory. The hours
Toothpaste
were long,
factory?
and the pay was terrible.
Sneaking things out.
It's exactly what I need.
It is? What the heck?
Dad found it. Just the piece I needed.
That's impressive.
Used to work for him, you know.
Really?
I did. He did.
He did. He did.
I love grapes.
Grapes?
Of course, I was a much younger man.
Wait, but how old was Willy Wonka then?
They were out of chocolate birds.
Birds? Birds.
Birds.
Well then, we'll need to make some more. Here.
With the egg? What?
Now open.
What? How'd you manage that?
Was it 50 times as big as any other?
50. 50 times. He has a monopoly on chocolate. This should not be celebrated.
Prince Pondicherry wrote a letter to Mr. Wonka, built him a colossal palace entirely out of chocolate.
Whoa.
Everything will be made of either dark or light chocolate.
This is ridiculous.
You better start eating right now.
Oh, nonsense. I will not eat my palace. I intend to live in it.
Oh boy.
A very hot day with a boiling sun.
Just a very hot day and it's over. Uh-oh. What did he expect? Jeez. And they died.
All the other chocolate makers, you see,
It's even
had
dumber
grown
than the
jealous
three
of
pigs.
Mr. Wonka.
With the straw.
They began sending in spies to steal his secret recipes.
No. Secret recipe? In a letter like that? An envelope like that?
I'm closing my chocolate factory forever.
Unionize! Okay, so Grandpa Joe's not an asshole in this movie. He was fired.
The factory was back in business.
Did you get your job back?
Nope.
No. No one did.
He got Oompa Loompas. Slave labor.
I'd give anything in the world just to go in one more time
Oh.
and see what's become of that amazing factory.
Okay, I can understand why Charlie would bring him. I like grapes.
Nothing's impossible, Charlie.
Oh. That was much more heartfelt and sweet than I thought it was gonna be.
Dear people of the world, I, Willy Wonka, have decided to allow 5 children to visit
Children?
my factory this year.
These 5 candy bars may be anywhere, in any shop, in any street, in any town, in any country.
Oh boy. Was that a chicken? Oh, people are trading their livestock for chocolate. New York City. What the heck? She's gonna be completely uncovered. Oh. Okay. She was wearing clothes underneath.
You get 1 bar a year for my birthday.
It's your birthday next week. You have as much chance as anybody.
No?
Boulder Dash.
He has a chance.
Mark my
It's just
words.
small.
The kid who finds the first ticket will be fat, fat, fat.
Well, look at that. He was right.
I'm eating the Wonka bar, and I taste something that is not chocolate.
Oh my god. At least wash his face before he...
I find the golden ticket.
with a bite out of it.
Told you it'd be a polka.
Porker. Oh, they had some really funny things happen last film.
pause, please.
That is a Pennywise smile if I've ever seen one.
From now on, you can stop shelling peanuts and start shelling the wrappers off these chocolate bars instead.
I guess that's less labor intensive?
My little Veruca got more and more upset each day.
Of course she did.
I want my golden ticket.
And I just hated
Finally, Daddy! About time.
Daddy, I want another pony.
Oh my god.
Worse than the fat boy.
I don't think I was.
Maybe you want to open your birthday present tonight.
It's too early for him to get it. He has to go through the overwhelming disappointment. It's on the other side. Once a year.
We'll share it.
Oh no, Charlie.
It's my candy bar, and I'll do what I want with it.
Oh, Charlie. No one deserved it more than him.
The third ticket was found by Miss Violet Beauregard.
Oh! Whoa, 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 whoa! You're supposed to break the boards and that's it!
I'm the Junior World Champion Gum Chewer. This piece of gum,
Gum
I'm
chewer?
chewing right at this moment, I've been working on for 3 months solid.
Playing video games the entire time.
Let's check the manufacturing dates, offset by weather, and the derivative of the Nikkei index. A retard could figure it out.
Wow.
I only had to buy one candy bar.
And how did it taste?
I don't know. I hate chocolate.
You hate
Good
chocolate.
You're going to a chocolate factory, you ungrateful little butt.
I like that they shut it off for us too. Is he still cursing? Is that why? Oh my god, he's still cursing.
Toothpaste factory thought they'd give me a bit of time off.
Like summer vacation.
Sure. Something like that.
Did they fire him? Oh, they automated his job away? Is that a severance payment or just... Probably not. It's probably just... You're fired.
It was.
Sounded like a ghost.
My secret hoard.
Oh.
And I.
This Grandpa Joe's a lot better. Is this the one? No.
Some kid in Russia found the last golden ticket.
Russia?
In the paper this morning.
It was a fake. Monies! A fake.
Some people.
A fake.
I'll give you $50.
50?
New bicycle.
Are you crazy? I'd give him $500 for that ticket.
5 million.
Your ticket for $500, young man.
That's enough of that. Leave the kid alone.
Good for you.
Don't let anyone have it.
Yay! He can't read it. Oh, his eyes are so big. Yippee!
Who is going with Charlie to the factory?
I will.
You will.
Take him, you leave it to me.
Yippee!
No,
No?
we're not going.
Why not?
A woman offered me $500 for the ticket. Bet someone else would pay more.
Oh.
Only a dummy would give this up for something as common as money.
How much money, though?
Are you a dummy?
No, sir. Daddy, I want to go in.
Daddy.
Tonight, sweetheart.
Make time go faster.
Oh boy. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This is a very well run operation.
Wasn't that just magnificent? Wow.
Where are you?
Willy Wonka.
Welcome to the factory. I shake you warmly by the hand.
This is socially awkward.
My name is Willy Wonka.
Yo.
Mr. Wonka, I'm Violet Beauregard.
Boundaries. Oh boy.
Result. It's very nice to meet you, sir.
You're Mike TV. You're the little devil who cracked the system.
Uh-huh.
And the rest of you must be their...
Guardians? Parents?
Moms and dads. Dad?
Dad.
Papa?
What?
Does Wonka seem a few quarters short of a buck?
I'm sorry, I don't speak American.
What? Wow.
Would you like some chocolate? Sure. Then you should have bought some.
Oh, the worst. The worst kids. This door is even smaller. Oh, okay. Whoa.
Now,
A lot more colorful.
you be careful, my dear children. Don't lose your heads. Don't get overexcited.
I think it's too late.
No other factory in the world mixes its chocolate by waterfall.
Is it better to mix it by waterfall? Yeah.
People,
Yeah.
everything in this room is eatable. Even I'm eatable.
You are?
But that is called cannibalism, children.
Whoa. Whoa. Are we not trying the blade of grass? Where are you putting that?
Hold on to it.
Why reach for the one he was going for? There's so many more. Okay. Okay, okay.
They're Oompa Loompas.
Oompa Loompas.
Imported direct from Loompa Land.
Imported? What? Why did he look like Sheldon Cooper for a second? What? You gonna taste it?
Loompa Land looking for exotic new flavors for candy.
Ugh.
The Oompa Loompas kept looking for other things to mash up with the caterpillars to make them taste better. Red beetles, the bark of the bong bong tree, all of them beastly.
Chocolate.
But the food they longed for the most was the coca bean.
Ah.
All they'd ever think about was coca bean.
Revere the cocoa bean. He's dressed up as a...
Augustus, mein Schatz, that is not a good thing you do.
Why not? He said it was all edible.
Boy, my chocolate must be untouched by human hands.
Should have mentioned that earlier. Oh, God. We're just standing here waiting for him to drown.
He's slowing down. He's gonna stick.
I think he has.
More pressure. Sucking up candy?
Back
Okay.
off, you little freaks.
Jeez, the heck. The Oompa Loompas look all the same in this movie. You just got to crank the weirdness up as much as you can.
Although, of course, we must admit he will be altered quite a bit.
He will.
Slowly.
He's gonna drown.
It will be made into strawberry-flavored chocolate-coated fudge.
No, I wouldn't allow it. The taste would be terrible. Can you imagine Augustus flavored chocolate-coated gloop?
Yeah.
Ew.
Ew.
No one would buy it. I'd take a long stick and start poking around in the big chocolate mixing barrel. Okay?
He's not gonna suffocate? Wakanda forever. Oh my god.
Of course they're joking. That boy will be fine.
Yeah, he doesn't look so sure.
Chocolate contains a property that triggers the release of endorphins, gives one the feeling of being in love.
You don't say.
You don't say. Oh my.
Lord.
Anything for the win.
You're all quite short, aren't you?
Well, yeah, we're children.
Well, that's no excuse. I was never as short as you.
You weren't?
We're once. Trick or treat!
What if he's dressed as a pirate? Pirates of the Caribbean. Ugh.
Little Willy Wonka.
All in the garbage. Oh, that's... I thought that was part of his costume. It's ridiculous braces.
What we call cavities on a stick.
Oh. Oh no. Throw it in the fire. I was joking. Okay, goodbye. End it. So colorful. Did you sneak any away in your pockets? Clotted cream. Coffee cream. Hair cream. Oh. What?
Whipped cream.
Whipped.
Precisely.
What are they doing? Everlasting gobstopper?
These are everlasting gobstoppers.
It's a stick of the most amazing and sensational gum in the whole universe. Know why? Know why?
No?
Because this gum is a full 3-course dinner all by itself.
Oh yeah. Give it a try.
Why would anyone want that?
Why not? For the novelty. His cards.
It will be the end of all kitchens and all cooking. Just a little strip of Wonka's magic chewing gum, and that is all you will ever need at breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Tomato soup. I can feel it running down my throat.
Yeah, spit it out.
Young lady,
Spit it out.
I think you'd better.
It's changing. Roast beef with baked potato.
Oh man.
Crispy skin
Baked
and
potato. Uh-oh. Oh no.
I'm terribly sorry.
No, wait. Where's he going? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I feel like it's a lot more grotesque than in the original film.
How is she supposed to compete?
Compete.
In a county fair.
Compete. Ugh.
I want you to roll Miss Beauregard into the boat and take her along to the juicing room at once.
The juicing room. Wakanda forever.
You remember the first candy you ever ate?
Charlie's actually interested in Willy Wonka. No. He's fished it out of the... Aww. What can survive a fire? Oh. One that missed the fire. That makes sense. And then he had 20 cavities. He should have listened to his father. How do you even get it in your mouth? Whoa. It was life-changing. Very nice. He's writing reviews. A nut sorting room.
I myself am in the nut business. Are you using the MX 4000 to do your sorting?
No. You're really weird.
He's really weird? I was gonna say he's using Oompa Loompas, but he's using squirrels?
See how they tap each one with their little knuckles to make sure it's not bad?
Oh, so this is wrong.
That one's got a bad nut.
Who else is a bad nut?
Squirrel. Get me one of those squirrels.
Very well.
Very well.
Mr. Wonka.
Name your
How much
price.
do you want for one of these squirrels? I'm sorry, darling. Mr. Wonka's being unreasonable.
Good impression.
If you won't get me a squirrel, I'll get one myself.
Now here we go.
Don't touch that squirrel's nuts. It'll make him crazy.
Don't touch his nuts. That sounds so wrong. Maul her. Maul her. Maul her. Just climb over it. I was kind of joking about mauling her. Oh my god. Hello. Oh. Bad nut.
Where all the other bad nuts go, to the garbage chute.
Where does the chute go?
To the incinerator.
Oh.
But don't worry, we only light it on Tuesdays.
Today is Tuesday.
Well, there's always the chance they decided not to light it today.
Goodbye. Who indeed? Oh. We didn't start the incinerator.
The incinerator's broken, so there should be about 3 weeks of rotten garbage to break their fall.
Well, that's good news.
Is it?
Oh!
Whoa, cotton candy? Whoa!
Candy is a waste of time.
Whoa.
No
Oh.
It's going to be a chocolatier.
Then I'll run away.
Okay.
Switzerland.
This.
Bavaria.
But I won't be here when you come back.
Okay, bye. Way to drive your children away. He traveled the world like that? Don't these need adjustments once in a while or something? I just wanted some chocolate. Oh. Oh. He just walks past some flags. What? He took his whole house and just moved it?
It's got to be real big, because you know how on TV you can film a regular-sized man and he comes out looking this tall? Same basic principle.
Sure. Sure.
Just reach out and grab it.
What if I get mauled by the apes? I can't see the TV.
Don't you realize what you've invented? It's a teleporter. It's the most important invention in the history of the world.
A shrinking
All
teleporter.
you think about is...
Hey, little boy.
Well, that was not necessary. He just freaking.
My button.
Oh man. No, stop! Don't come back.
Sometimes only half the little pieces find their way through.
Uh-huh.
If you had to choose only one half of your son, which one would it be?
The top half?
What kind of a question is that?
No need to snap.
Oh man. Oh. Oh!
Ew, somebody grab him.
Help me.
Young men are extremely springy. They stretch like mad.
Get him to the taffy division.
The taffy puller.
Taffy puller?
Hey, that was my idea.
Okay, man.
What happened to the others?
Were you not paying attention?
Oh, my dear boy, that means you've won.
It does?
You congratulate
But it's made of glass. It'll smash into a million pieces.
I didn't think about that. Whoopsie. She's no longer... Okay, she's still blue, but... Okay. Okay, girl. At least we know that all the kids survived.
Daddy, I want a flying glass elevator.
Oh my god. Oh my god. All stretched out. I feel like the general public is gonna have many questions. Hello, we're just dropping in. Hey.
I think there's someone at the door.
Oh my god, Grandma.
In that one silver hair, I saw reflected my life's work.
I'm old.
I must find a hair.
A hair? Air.
And I did, Charlie. You.
Okay.
I mean, it's alright if my family come too.
Oh, my dear boy, of course they can't.
Can't?
You can't run a chocolate factory with a family hanging over you like an old dead goose. No thanks.
Is this the test?
I had no family, and I'm a giant success.
Yeah.
So if I go with you to the factory, I won't ever see my family again.
Consider that a bonus.
A bonus?
There's other candy too besides chocolate.
I'm
Yes.
sorry, Mr. Wong.
That doesn't change his answer.
Okay.
You won, Charlie. No? No? Goodbye. Are you gonna fix this house or not?
Charlie's father got a better job at the toothpaste factory, repairing the machine that had replaced him.
Uh-huh.
That's just it, isn't it?
I can make his family into candy.
I feel like, but now I feel terrible, so the candy's terrible. You're very good.
He didn't say anything.
Says here in the papers his new candies aren't selling very well.
I thought he was great at first, but then he didn't turn out so nice.
Huh.
He also has a funny haircut.
Excuse me?
Why are you here?
Oh, he knew along. Oh, so you knew where he is. He's still alive? 20 years later? More than 20.
Let's see what the damage is, shall we?
Why is it from this angle? It's so weird. Perfect teeth. Or 1,000 cavities. It's one or the other. Sabotage. Oh, what? Sabotage within what? He's paying attention to all his son's work. For a second, I thought he was the one sabotaging.
I haven't seen bicuspids like these since...
My son. You recognized your son by his teeth?
Hi, Dad.
Hi, Dad. Oh my god. Aww. I think.
How do you feel about little raspberry kites?
With licorice instead of string.
No business at the dinner table.
No business at the dinner table.
Charlie Bucket won a chocolate factory.
And Willy
Wonka
won a family.
something even better. A family.
Oh wow, look at that. They moved the whole house into the... Oh my god. Okay, very interesting. There certainly are some changes from the first film that I understand. We get a closer look at Willy Wonka and what makes him tick. I'm not sure the film is better for it. It does make the film a little bit more bloated, but I also don't mind another take on the character. And I think the thing that stands out most to me in terms of improvements over the original film is just the visual splendor. 34 years is a long, long time, and unless I'm tripping, the budget of this film looks a lot higher than the first one, so there's a lot that they can do with that in creating the factory. I do think I prefer the original in almost every other way though. While I think Johnny Depp played a very eccentric Willy Wonka and did a fine job, I'm not sure if I was ever surprised by him, whereas with Gene Wilder, he was just so wacky and unpredictable. And yeah, maybe shockingly, even though I hated on Grandpa Joe so much in the first movie, I enjoyed him more there than I did in this film. Maybe I enjoyed hating him. He's just a horrible human being, but because of that, he's so memorable. Whereas Grandpa Joe this time around is so inoffensive that he's practically forgettable, and I think that's the last thing you want in any form of fiction, to be forgettable. And I was also incredulous about the creepy adults touching all the children in the first film, but it got me up and like saying, stop doing that. And it made me engage with the material, whereas this time it didn't do that as much for me. And I think the biggest downgrade for me were the songs. I think the music in the first film is just too iconic, and going away from that is just, there's no way you can come out on top. Like, I heard Candyman and Pure Imagination before watching the first film without even knowing it was from the movie. They're just too classic, and I much prefer the Oompa Loompa songs in the original as well, especially with how in your face they were, often having the lyrics on screen. Oh, I guess I don't miss Cheer Up Charlie though, because that was a depressing song. But yeah, interesting that this film was titled Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, because while in the first film it felt like the main characters were Willy Wonka, Charlie Bucket, and Grandpa Joe, in this movie, named after Charlie, I actually felt like Willy Wonka was much more the focus, especially with how deep they went into his backstory, and I think I just didn't really root for Charlie as much in this movie, and then he just wins because he's the last one standing, the least bad option, not because he proves he's actually worthy, so I'm not as invested in his journey. And yeah, with any adaptation, you always have to choose what you want to keep and what you want to expand on. I'm curious how closely each of these movies relate to the book. I think with Willy Wonka, I was really curious about what had actually happened to all these kids, because we never saw them after they disappeared, and Tim Burton in this movie might have been like, okay, here's your answer, but even though I was curious, I don't think knowing is actually satisfying at all. I think I preferred not knowing. And yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about the Oompa Loompas in this film. They were all one guy this time around, which was super weird, but also very funny as well. Veruca Salt really stood out to me just because her facial structure, her features, all I could see was Pennywise from Stephen King's It films, which to be fair, those movies came out after this, so a lot of people, nobody made that connection at the time when this movie came out. But anyway, it feels like I might be shitting on this movie a lot, but I didn't dislike it. There's still a wonder that comes from exploring this factory and seeing how it all plays out, but I think comparisons to the original are inevitable, and that'll be the case with the next film as well. Yeah, I'm curious how they're gonna do this with Timothée Chalamet, because he's like, what, mid to late 20s? He's gonna shut the factory down for several decades and still be 20-something afterwards. I'm not sure how they're gonna work that out unless they age him up significantly, or if they go the route of a prequel. Though actually, a prequel could be interesting, because I think in both films, Willy talked about how they offered Oompa Loompas a better life, and I'm like, how much do you exploit them though? In this film, they're just paid in cocoa beans? No. Imagine if I titled this YouTube video, Willy Wonka is the Jeff Bezos of chocolate. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see how much more of that relationship between Willy Wonka and the Oompa Loompas came to be though. Anyway, I enjoyed the first film more, but I wonder how or if my opinion would have changed if I'd seen this movie first before Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. But as it stands, I still enjoyed this film. I gave the Gene Wilder version an 8.5, and I think I'd give this a 7.25. Again, the music in the original and Gene Wilder were just too iconic, but this was still a good time. Hope you enjoyed this movie reaction. Full reactions, early reactions are on Patreon in the link in the description below. Leave a like, and I'll see you guys soon with Wonka. Bye, friends.